Good afternoon from AlphaCars. My name is Tom, coming to you from our Northampton location, and today we're going to be taking a look at this 2019 Triumph Scrambler 1200 XE. This Scrambler is showing just over 5,300 miles. If you would like to see a high-resolution detailed photo set, please reference the listing at alphacars.com. But today I'll be taking you on a quick condition overview as well as showing you some of the bike's most notable features. Of course, when buying a bike from a brand like Triumph, you do expect to receive not only the utmost attention to detail, but also the highest possible build quality. And of course, this bike does deliver on that promise. One quick way to tell is looking at the paintwork on this tank. It looks absolutely stunning. It's got this beautiful metallic blue paint, which looks amazing in direct sunlight. And that's contrasted perfectly by this black stripe carrying over the top of the tank, flanked by those white pinstripes just there. See that nice stainless steel strap holding the tank in place, matching perfectly with that gas cap. And you won't find any chips or scratches on the tank. The paint looks absolutely mint. It looks perfect. And that's a common theme on this bike. This bike is in absolutely stunning condition. You can see here a very comfortable bench seat, really soft leather, feels great to the touch, and it's very comfortable for extended periods of time as well. Of course, that long flat bench is going to leave lots of room for adjustment as far as seating position goes, and that's just perfect for a bike with so much off-road capability. Of course, one thing that I'm sure you noticed here on the side of the bike is that high-mounted side exhaust. Kind of a hallmark of the Scrambler name is having an exhaust like this, and I think Triumph absolutely killed it. It looks wonderful. You have that nice high-quality heat shield carrying down the side of the exhaust. Of course, you won't get any burns from the actual hot pipe on the exhaust. Will get warm and you'll feel the heat coming off of it, but of course that heat shield is going to do its job perfectly. You can see here at the back it is fitted with the Aero exhaust, which not only contributes to the appearance with those wonderful carbon fiber tips, but it also sounds excellent. We're going to hear that in just a moment. Of course, need to mention this wonderful engine. This is Triumph's 1200cc twin, the high power model specifically. This engine's producing 81 foot-pounds of torque at just under 4,000 RPM, which is an amazing figure. This engine has power everywhere in the rev range. As you get higher into the revs, you're going to see about 90 horsepower near 7,000 RPM. This engine is equally effective off-road as it is on the highway. Very efficient, reliable, and it sounds just beautiful. Again, we'll hear that in a few moments. See the way the exhaust is routed just in front of the engine just there. Of course, looking at the front of the motorcycle, you do have these twin Brembo discs and rotors flanking the front tire on either side. Very effective braking on this motorcycle, and of course you do have tons of feel through these Brembo levers as well. Really nice response and an excellent high quality feel to them, which is very important as you'll be using them quite often. You can see the ABS speed sensors just there. Of course you do have ABS on this motorcycle. And having the 21-inch front wheel is going to be great off-road. And you may have noticed, while it is a spoked wheel, this is a tubeless tire because those spokes actually attach to the wheel outside of the tire's bead, which is a really cool feature that you're starting to see trickle into the adventure bike market. Really nice to see that here. Of course, you do have these fully adjustable Öhlins front shocks, looking really nice. I love the way that gold plays with the colors on the rest of the bike, especially with that exhaust pipe just behind it. Absolutely stunning. See here that same wheel design at the back. Really nice tires as well with tons of life remaining. You can see fully adjustable Öhlins external reservoir shocks here in the back as well. You have adjustment there at the top and at the bottom of your suspension. Of course, you have that beautiful stainless steel fender just there with the Triumph logo flanked by your two taillights. You have this nice accessory rack here at the back, but we also do have the original piece without that rack fitted. You have this nice saddlebag as well, really high quality durable material, and the way this bag seals up, it is going to be waterproof, so you can really take this bike wherever you like and carry whatever you need to in that cargo space. Of course, you'll have one saddlebag as the exhaust takes up the remaining space on the other side, but it is nice to have something with so much room as this one does. Now, of course, this bike is actually keyless start, so the key's in my pocket. All I have to do is hit this power button on the kill switch, and you'll see the bike begins to fire up. You have a little intro screen. As you can see, there we go. So now we're at the sort of main menu, if you will. Turn the kill switch on so you can see some more information. Now, of course, you do have lots of controls over here. It's worth mentioning you do have those beautiful integrated heated grips, and I love the way that they've hidden that little switch gear into the grip. Of course, you also have your mode control. You have your turn signals, horn, and that little joystick at the bottom is going to control your gauge cluster. You also have your fog light, headlight controls, as well as your cruise control. Here you'll also find your home button. That's going to bring you to your main settings menu. And there are lots of settings to adjust. As you can see, you have your trip odometers, your fuel information. You have your maintenance reminder, kind of your screen settings, as well as a whole entirely different gauge cluster if you select number 2 just there. Really cool. This one's a bit more elegant, a little bit less racy, but I do like the way the Chronos display looks. Of course, so we should fire it up for you. I'm going to try to do this with just one hand. There we go. As you can see, it fires right up, idling very happily. Let's listen to that exhaust for a moment. Bike has warmed up a little bit, not before I took this video, so. Really nice sound coming from that aero exhaust. Not terribly noisy, but a really refined tone. I love the way it sounds. Again, beautiful gauge cluster just there. And of course, to kill the bike, one more touch of that power button, and you'll see the outro screen just there. This bike's also fitted with that really nice high-mounted fender. Not all the XE models are fitted with that fender, but this one in particular has it, and it looks awesome. You can see just here that nice radiator guard, gonna offer a lot of protection when going off-road, and you may be getting some debris off the front tire. And the same goes for that skid plate underneath, really high quality piece just there. Fits very nicely, contours to all the bike's different angles. And you also have these crash bars just here around the engine. So this really is a bike that's ready to go off-road for long trips on the highway. Whatever you like, this bike can do it, and I know it'll make somebody very happy. So if you have any further questions, please reference the listing at alphacars.com, and there you're going to find all the relevant contact information. Thank you so much for your time, and have a wonderful day. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.